Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be filming a quick get ready with me and a story time. So whether it's a fun story or not is up to you guys to decide. It might have a head, a tail, a middle, I don't know. I'm just gonna be running it through while I do my makeup. It's a get ready with me to film my first YouTube video. Exciting. So I already moisturized my face off camera, and I'm going to try to use this brow styling soap. I've never used it before, but we're gonna test that out. It says you have to wet the spoolie first, and then you rub it against the soap thingy, just to give your brows a little, you know, relaxed kind of look. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. So what exactly is this story time going to be about? Like I said, I'm not exactly sure, but we're just going to wing it. Let's think of something. So let's call it a story time on how I found out that I was built, or rather created, for the soft life. And I'm gonna prime my face while I start my story time. So I know that you would say the story time is, you know, it sounds a little bit funny because who doesn't want to live a soft life, or who wasn't created for the soft life? I'm not here to be the voice of the crowd or the public or whatever. Don't mind that I'm using my hands for my primer. I can't reach in for my brush right now. So I'm not the voice for the crowd. I'm only here to speak for myself. So that's why I said I found out I was created for the soft life. And you might ask, why? Why? Because I'm allergic to stress and suffering, you guys. Anything that just necessary stress, unnecessary stress, just stress in general, I'm allergic. I want no parts, absolutely none. Okay, so if it doesn't just involve me having an all-around good time and relaxing, you know, princess treatment, baby girl lifestyle, count me out. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're starting off with brows and of course the story. I am the first girl, but the second child of my parents, right? I've had no issues. You guys already know the responsibilities of a first daughter. I have no issues with fulfilling my first daughter responsibilities, AKA assistant mommy and whatnot. But you know, at some point I had to stand up for myself as a child of my parents and, you know, demand my rights as a child. Not that they were not treating me like a child, don't get me wrong. So I'll give a background on what I just said, but probably when I come back, because I can't talk and draw my brows at the same time. And back to our story time. Brows are done, by the way. Hope you like them. So what exactly am I getting at with this story time? I'm just gonna cut it short. This is about birthdays. I mean, all parents celebrate their kids' birthdays. It's something that children look forward to. And I mean, I've personally been a fan of birthdays. I love birthdays. My birthdays, my siblings' birthdays, parents' birthdays, just birthdays in general, right? So we would always get the birthdays of our dreams each year. Cakes, the whole shebang. Tell me why, after age 9, for some reason, my parents didn't, not that they didn't bother. So I'd like to describe myself as the understanding child, right? Mind you, this is the first time I'm using this foundation, so I'm just, don't mind my reaction. I'm just trying to see how it fits. Anyway, back to the story time. It's not that they didn't bother, it's just I was so understanding because I guess at that time things were well financially. But when it was time to celebrate my older brother's birthday and my younger sister's birthday, you know, because of how close they were, it was a no-brainer, right? Everything was set to go. I, on the other hand, was born in July. That's middle of the year. And for some reason, at that time, after my 9th birthday, money was kind of like, not a problem, but it just wasn't in the works for them to do like a big birthday for me. And I was very understanding. So they calmly explained it to me, and I told them, okay, no problem. It's not a big deal. I understand. They would still cook for me. You know, I would get the whole special treatment, breakfast in bed kind of stuff, cakes, and sometimes even have my friends over, but it wasn't like a whole production for my birthday after the age of 9. And I guess that was okay. Fast forward to me now about to turn 13. And that was in the year 2000, I don't recall, right? Just do the math. I'm 26 now. So I was about to turn 13 at the time. Justin Bieber was the fever. He was the in thing. Me and all of my friends were obsessed with the Biebs. And I was determined to have a Justin Bieber themed birthday party. Stay tuned. I'm living for this foundation match. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using it. I purchased this whole makeup set blindly, by the way. So take a risk, I guess. It's a perfect match. I just like it, and it's very matte. It doesn't feel heavy. Going off topic. Where were we? Justin Bieber. My friends and I were obsessed with Justin Bieber. I mean, who wasn't in that era? Everybody was a believer. So, I had told myself, I was gonna have a Justin Bieber themed birthday party, money or no money. I was gonna have myself a proper birthday as I was turning 13. So I went to school and invited all my close friends, and I had told them I was having a Justin Bieber themed birthday party at my house, and they were invited. When I say my close friends, obviously I meant the sisterhood. If you know, you know. If you don't have sisters in your life, then that's crazy. Sorry for you. So I invited all my girls from school, from church, and told them that we were having a Justin Bieber themed birthday party where we could come and be our best believing selves without any judgment. Mind you, at this time, I hadn't informed my parents that I wanted to do a big birthday. And honestly, I didn't care. I guess you could say that was me stepping out in faith, hence my name, Wink. I told my friends, and it was set. It was a date. So I had to go back and summon the courage to ask my parents. Mind you, it wasn't a big deal. If I had wanted a birthday all the previous years before, I would have gotten a birthday. But like I said, I was the understanding child, and then I don't know how to ask for things, even when I deserve them. I think I need to spritz my face. Like I said, I hadn't even told my parents, right? And it wasn't a big deal if I wanted to have a birthday party. I could have just asked, right? So I was figuring out how I would summon the courage to ask my parents if I could have a Justin Bieber themed birthday party. I'm not exactly sure the timeline between me inviting my friends over and when I told my parents, but I had to say it in a letter, right? So I communicated my feelings to them because I love writing. That's another fun fact about me. I love writing. I haven't been writing as much as I used to when I was little, but I used to always write. Okay, I express myself better with words. So anything that I'm too anxious, shy, or just maybe ashamed to say in person, I'd rather do it in writing. I wrote my parents a heartfelt message telling them how much I appreciate them and love them, and I'm grateful that they were my parents and stuff like that. And also pleaded with them if I could have a birthday party this year, that I was just tired of the whole not having a birthday thing, and I just didn't know how to say it. And being the amazing parents that they are, they said, well, okay, babes, we're going all out. And my mom was learning how to bake at the time, so she had her cake instructor bake me this amazing, my favorite color is purple, by the way. They baked me this amazing purple cake and then had the Justin Bieber printout on it. I also got a t-shirt made with Justin Bieber's face on it. That's to tell you how obsessed I was. Okay, we'll be back. It was starting to get a little bit scary. I underestimated how matte the concealer was. As you can see, there's some patches, but we're gonna work around that. It was giving Casper, but not the friendly one. Anyway, back to the story. Had the Justin Bieber cake made, the Justin Bieber t-shirt made, and I was set to have, you know, an amazing birthday party, singing along to Justin Bieber songs and just fangirling with my friends. And it was that's such a core memory for me because it's something that I can never ever forget. It was my first big birthday after a while, and my friends all came to my house. There was food. My house is always filled with good food, by the way. My mom's a cook, so is my older sister and my younger sister. But yeah, food galore. I'm not so much a lover of cooking in that aspect. I prefer more eating. But yeah, the scene was set. Picture it. Food everywhere, cakes, friends coming in, Justin Bieber blasting on the speaker. I mean, that was a girl's dream. And it wouldn't have happened if I didn't stand up for myself, which takes me back to the intro, if you remember. So it wouldn't have happened if I did not tell myself, you know what? It's good to be understanding and everything, but it's also good to speak out and stand up for what it is that you want, because it's not that, you know, people don't want to give it to you, or it's not that people aren't willing. It's just sometimes you have to ask, sometimes you have to be vocal about it. There's a lot of people that don't like birthdays, so maybe they just assumed, okay, maybe she's outgrowing it, she doesn't talk about it too much. They wouldn't have known how much I desired it if I didn't speak up about it. When my friends started to arrive and we were taking pictures, I'm gonna try to find some pictures from that birthday party. I think I do have them. Do not judge my weave situation. It was the first time I did a sew-in, and it was supposed to be kind of like a pixie cut, but it was horrible, okay? But I thought I ate. And for the record, that's what we're gonna go with. I ate. My Justin Bieber shirt ate. My purple tank top ate. My purple earrings. It was giving everything, okay? Before I forget, I know I mentioned that I invited girls, but don't get me wrong. I had a lot of guy friends growing up, mostly my brother's friends, and he was not particularly happy about that. But I mean, we're only a year and 6 months apart, so we're basically twins, okay? Get over it. Anyway, I invited his friends, who were also my friends, over to the party. And so when it was time for me and my girlies to, you know, dance, we were feeling very uncomfortable. 13, 12 years old. We were awkward and, you know, in the crush phase. So everyone was feeling a little bit weird. I went ahead to do my blush. I like to put a little on my nose just to look animated a little bit. And now I'm just I'm coloring my eyes. I don't know the English, but yeah, back to the story. So there were guys there, and it was time for us to dance, and we were feeling kind of shy, but you know, we were shy, confident girls. We were still gonna get at it. So the music started, and we started to dance. Tell me why these little boys, started laughing. And, you know, that made me and my girlies very uncomfortable. We did not stand for that. I'm not a snitch, but I told my mommy, okay, that the boys were laughing, and now my friends felt uncomfortable and didn't want to dance anymore. And so my mom came, being the disciplinarian that she is. When I say disciplinarian, she is the nicest person ever. My house was always filled with my friends and my brother's friends from church and school because of how exceptionally cool my mom is. She's one of the guys, okay? But when it came down to getting down to business, yeah, she was not one to be played with. So she came and she sent the boys to time out in the room so that the girls could enjoy themselves. And I just felt like that was such a really amazing thing. I did feel bad for them, but then, you know, they didn't care, so it was whatever. They went in there and played games. They came out eventually, but after we were done, you know, dancing and enjoying ourselves. So yeah, it was a very, very fulfilling birthday. And I guess that kind of concludes my story time. You guys let me know if you found that interesting, and if you want more story times like this, let me know and I'll try to see if I can film some for y'all. I'll be back with the final look. This is the finished look, guys. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for getting ready with me and listening to my story time. That concluded episode 1, the birthday tag of how I discovered I was born for the soft life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay? I'm excited to go on this journey with you and, you know, for the relationship that we're building. Also, let me know what we should call ourselves, or do we just stick to the generic hi guys, bye guys? Let me know in the comments, okay? Until next time, bye.